This is Cleonmed Cleo S Ventilator. This is the on off switch. This is the system check screen. You can either skip this phase or you can continue with the system check. So right now I am skipping the screen. Okay. This is the main screen or the standby screen. Here you can select either oxygen therapy, high flow oxygen therapy, or you can directly start with start ventilation. During this COVID time, the demand for high flow oxygen has increased to a maximum extent. The cost of separate high flow oxygen therapy is approximately 2.78 lakhs, which is already installed with this ventilator. Now to select oxygen therapy, we just have to select this point. Here we can select our oxygen percentage. On and the flow which has to be set. It is very easy to set. Here you can also see the SpO2 percentage of the oxygen saturation which is being delivered to the patient. Now to go back to the standby to the ventilation mode, you have to go to select the standby. During this O2 therapy, you can also see the time that is being utilized during this O2 therapy. Now, while selecting the ventilation mode, the various modes are volume assist control, pressure assist control, PRVC, VCSIMB, pressure SIMB, PRVC SIMB, PC duopap, PC APRV, CPAP PSB, and we also have volume guaranteed CPAP and AMV. AMV is your automated or adaptive ventilation, which is automatic minute ventilation. Now, while selecting a patient, you can select either new patient or previous patient. Previous patient takes the settings of your earlier settings of the patient, and when you select new patient, it asks you the following options like adult patient or pediatric or neonatal patient. You have to select either of this category, then you have to select male or female and invasive or non-invasive. Now I have selected adult, male and invasive. Here you can select the height of the patient. Once we put (175), it automatically calculates the ideal body weight. It is very important to select to know the ideal body weight to understand what should be the tidal volume of the patient, and it automatically calculates what should be the ideal tidal volume in your automatic minute ventilation mode. Now let's go with volume assist control. We can select any mode. To set the setting of the parameter, just touch. Okay. Now while selecting the tidal volume, you can see the increment is you can select either 1 ml increment, very minute increment you can also do. Now set mode. After you select set mode, you can start the ventilation. Okay. So this is the screen which you get. This is the normal screen. You can see the invasive mode, volume assist control, adult setting. This is your monitoring parameter. this is your waveform selection, and this is the loop. You can either select the waveforms in scan mode or fill mode. When you select scan mode, it will come like this. Earlier it was fill mode. So the advantage is that you can, in a single screen, you can see all your waveforms, loops and monitoring parameters, and you can also see the accuracy of the tidal volume that has been achieved. Apart from this screen, you can also see big fonts screen. You can also select all parameters, where you can see all the parameters at a time, and then big loops. It helps you analyzing the lung compliance of the patient with the day-to-day period of time. How you can select any loop, you can save a loop. Now with period of time you can analyze whether your patient's lungs are improving or it is deteriorating. So this is an advantage feature here. You can also see the pressure of your oxygen cylinder here, so that it gives you the complete knowledge how much pressure is coming to the ventilator. Let's go back to the normal screen. In standard ventilator you will get this SpO2 monitoring. However, if you upgrade the ventilator, you can also monitor the EtCO2. These are the alarm settings, where you can select the alarms limits. This is the 100% O2. If you want to deliver it, you can see here it directly gives 100% O2. Then this is the point where you can select the time for nebulization. The tools. You also have facility to monitor auto PEEP, but here what is the advantage is that you can also measure how much volume of air that is been trapped. Now let's start it. Inspiratory hold. See, you can see how much volume is trapped. That is the advantage of this ventilator. Then selecting AMB. In AMB, you have to select only the minute volume. The rest of the part the ventilator will take care depending upon the lung resistance and compliance. You also have volume guaranteed CPAP. In most of the ventilator, in CPAP you are able to select pressure support, whereas here you can assure a particular amount of tidal volume that is to be delivered with each spontaneous breath. So that facility is also here. Now you can, let's see what are the modes that is present in non-invasive. New patient, non-invasive. In non-invasive also you get a range of modes like volume control, pressure control, PRVC, pressure SIMV, PRVC, SIMV, pressure duopap, PRVC, PRV, CPAP, PSV, CPAP, volume control and AMB. This non-invasive CPAP is only activated when you are selecting non-invasive neonatal modes, where you get an additional mode that is nasal CPAP. Apart from that, this ventilator can be connected to both low pressure oxygen source and high pressure oxygen source. The advantage of it getting connected to low pressure oxygen source is that during shortage of oxygen cylinder, you can also connect it to your oxygen concentrator. So that is another advantage. This is the nebulizer port. This is an respiratory port. This is the expiratory port. Now to turn off the ventilator, just have to place on hold, shut down, timer. Thank you.